Cyprus is stripping 7 people of golden passports. I've warned people in the past with getting these citizenship by investment with EU countries. You're going to see a lot more of this, of the stripping of passports. They're getting a lot of pressure from the EU, and they're going back many years in checking these passports out on people that got citizenship by investment. And Malta is going through the same thing too. It's the EU doesn't like these citizenship by investment programs. They think it's a big cesspool of people that are involved with criminal and type of things that they're doing, and they really don't like it. And I would warn people to think second thought, especially if you're coming from a gray area and you're getting these second passports in these EU countries, because remember, when these revocations take place, you lose everything. When I say everything, you would more than likely be able to keep the property unless you were involved in criminal activity and the funds were put in the property. But I can tell you this, the government fees, your legal fees, a lot of the background fees, that money's going down a rat hole, man. And this is something you really need to consider when you go in one of these EU countries to get a citizenship by investment, because they're more likely to go back on these and try to find something that you did that was wrong. So this is something you need to consider. I'm not trying to protect people that did something wrong, but I'm telling you, your chances of getting revocation is going to be higher and I think in Malta and also in Cyprus than the Caribbean countries and some of these others. Anyway, the move to remove citizenship comes weeks after an Al Jazeera investigation revealed the country's passport business. Cyprus has said that it's going to strip 7 people of their golden passports that were bought in the country's citizenship by investment scheme. Also, if you're interested in how to get your taxes to zero, how to get a second passport as quick as 3 months, go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com. And then at the top of the home page, hit the part that says Apply with Us. Questions come up, and then hit where it says Send back to us, and we'll see what we can do to get your problem solved. All right, the move comes 2 weeks after Al Jazeera's investigative unit published the Cyprus papers, a trove of leaked documents that showed the country sold passports to convicted criminals, fugitives from the law, and those considered to be at high risk of corruption. President Nikos Anastasiades told the AFP news agency on Friday a special committee had previously started an investigation into 30 people who bought these passports to see if they were in any violation of the criteria. It seems that 7 out of 30 of these, they said, that should be deprived of the Cyprus citizenship, Anastasiades said, without revealing their identity. In late 2019, a Cypriot government said that 30 people were under investigation and faced being stripped of their citizenship. The names of 9 investors and 16 relatives were revealed in the news. The remaining 5 were not named, but those of those names is among those published in the Cyprus papers. In May 2020, Cyprus Interior Minister told Al Jazeera it had already initiated deprivation procedures for 11 investors and their relatives, meaning Friday's announcement of only 7 individuals to be stripped of their passports suggests the government is taking less action than it originally promised. Now, in this interview with the AFP news agency, President Anastasiades defended the program and said it had been a major source of income for the Mediterranean country. But then while commitments were made in late 2019 to revoke passports of those linked to criminal activity, it was only in late July of that year that the Parliament passed a law that allows citizenship to be stripped retroactively. Despite these changes, the EU has regularly criticized Cyprus and other countries offering similar investment incentives. Following the Al Jazeera investigation, European Commissioner for Justice Didier Reynders said he's looking into the possibility of legal action against Cyprus over the country's citizenship by investment scheme. It's the task of the justice system in Cyprus to analyze the situation and if it's possible for Cypriot authorities to revoke the nationality. In response to the Cyprus papers, the country's Interior Minister, Nikos Narous, told Al Jazeera no citizenship was granted in violation of the regulations in force at the given time. All right, now, as I mentioned before, I would be careful going through any sort of EU country for citizenship by investment. I don't see that with residency by investment, but then you're going to have to wait a long time to get the passport that way. I like the Caribbean options a lot better. You have to look at the visa-free travel and the difference in the countries, and you really need to study that, because if there's not that much, if you don't see that much difference in the countries that you're going to go to with a EU option versus a Caribbean option, man, I would go through the Caribbean option. Just they don't have all these pressures that the EU is putting on these countries. And I can see that Cyprus and Malta might even stop their programs one day, because the EU has so much pressure on these countries, being EU countries themselves. Anyway, if you want to learn more how to legally get your taxes to zero, how to get a second passport as quick as 3 months, do 3 things. Hit the subscribe button on the right of your screen. You'll get new videos as they come out automatically. And number 2 is I'd like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, just put it below and I'll get back with you and see if I can help you in solving your problem. And number 3 is go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com. Hit the button at the top that says, again, apply with us, and then questions come up, fill those out, and then hit the button that says send back to us, and we'll get back with you and try to solve your problem. We do deal with 74 different countries that are citizenship by investment and residency by investment countries that I think you'll be interested in. If you're not interested in the ones in Europe or also St. Kitts, we have to look at your situation and determine what your problem is and what you're trying to solve. And I'll look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care.